Hi there! In this video we'll show you where to find Brimstone in the Exiled Lands. Brimstone is a resource required for a multitude of crafting recipes, including sorcery, and while some locations are better than others for harvesting larger quantities, where you go might also depend on your level and your base location. Let us start with some locations that are more easily accessible at earlier levels. There are two caves along the starter river in which you can find a good amount of brimstone nodes. Sinner's Refuge is located a little bit further inland and is home to a faction of hostile human NPCs. Gallaman's tomb is inhabited by crocodiles, including a giant crocodile mini-boss at the very end. A large cave that contains a decent amount of brimstone nodes can be found further east in the desert. It can be accessed via two entrances. One lies directly east of Death Whisper Ruins, the other one is the Executioner's entrance. You'll find slightly more nodes at that end of the cave. Note that the cave is infested with spiders, and at the center you can find some tougher skeletons and the Executioner itself, a tree-skull boss. A handful of brimstone nodes can be found above ground close to a Blackhand camp, southeast of the Black Galleon. It is not an amazing location, but it's fairly easy to access. Now to one of our personal favorite locations, the ocean far east of the jungle. There are numerous brimstone accumulations that can be found underwater along the coast, all the way from the mouth of the river in the south to the coast up north around Buccaneer Bay. It would be wise to bring any gear or potions that help with underwater breathing, but you won't face any enemies underwater. This is the only place where you can hand harvest brimstone, but you will get a lot more if you use a pick. However, hitting the small rocks underwater can sometimes be tricky. Last but not least, and a very popular farm spot for brimstone, the Shattered Springs in the desert far to the west. This location provides an abundance of brimstone nodes within the shallow waters of the springs. And you can also find rock noses here that can be harvested for brimstone. While the location is great, you will have to bring some headgear that provides protection from noxious gas, or you might easily die here. For instance, the sandstorm mask. There are also quite a few rock noses that will attack, and it's best to avoid the tree-skull rot branch boss that lies within the springs. That's all. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and even hit that bell for future updates. We do appreciate your support.